Hello, hello, beautiful, beautiful souls, and welcome to this very sacred day of the autumn equinox. This is a day for thousands and thousands of years. Our ancestors have been honoring the sacredness. This means, the equinox means that it's all about balance and equality. And right now is the point where we've got even amount of day to even amount of night. And then as we know from tomorrow onwards, the days start to get shorter and it starts to get a little cooler. So in order for us to really pay tribute to this very special and sacred time, I would love for us all to do a beautiful meditation, and then we'll also discuss some beautiful rituals you can do to honor this special time. So I'm just going to invite you to gently close your eyes. Just bringing your gaze to your heart center. And as you close your eyes, just relaxing the muscles and the skin around your eyes. And just gently relaxing your jaw and your tongue and your throat. And then on your next inhale, just lifting your shoulders all the way up and back. Just opening up through your heart center. And then I'm going to invite you to take another beautiful, big, deep inhale. And this time, as we inhale, we're going to draw all of that energy up from the earth, all the way up through our legs. Bring it all the way up through your core, down through your fingertips. Bring it all the way up past your heart, bringing that beautiful Mother Earth energy up, all the way up to the crown of your head. And when you bring that energy up to the crown of your head, just feel this beautiful opening and just feeling your connection with Source, feeling your connection with your higher self and all that is. And this, we have unconditional self-love. We have infinite possibilities, vibrant health, and just clear guidance on our path when we have that clear connection with Spirit and with Source. So bringing your energy back down to your heart. Always it's about connecting with your heart, living from your heart. And then we're going to send this beautiful golden cord from our root chakra, from the base of our spine, and send it right down to the very heart of Mother Earth, down to the rock and to the soil and to the water, down to the sand, layer after layer. Because the autumn equinox is all about the natural rhythms of nature. And it's all about aligning ourselves with those natural rhythms. And when we do, we feel more centered, we feel more grounded. Our hormones are in balance, our cycles, our energy is so much better. So sending that cord down, connecting with Mother Earth. And with your eyes gently closed, as you connect with the earth, just connect with all of the elements. So when you connect with the water, I am you, you are me, water, and I am fluid like the water. I cleanse, I purify, I flow. I don't get rigid or stuck. When you connect your energy with that of water, you give yourself permission just to be in that divine flow. I am one with the rocks, with the stones. So with the crystals, when we do this, we allow ourselves to be grounded, to be strong, to be centered. I am one with the rocks. I am one with the trees. And when you connect with the trees, you feel your roots of the tree going deep down into the earth. And then the branches just grow up to the light. And the trees don't ask for permission how they should grow in what direction. They just do whatever is in their heart. And they follow the light. So you are the trees. You are that strength. You are that groundedness. You are reaching up to the light, and you are strong at your core. And you get to be. We are spiritual beings. And this is an invitation for you to just be. I am the wind. I gently move with that in my life. I am the elements. I am the earth. So when you feel that deep, deep connection that you have with Gaia, with the earth, then I'm going to invite you to bring that energy up from the earth, up through the soles of your feet. Bring that energy all the way up your legs, up past your knees, just inviting this beautiful grounding energy up past your core. Just feeling more and more centered, more and more balanced, bringing that energy up past your heart center, up past your throat, all the way up to the crown of your head. So you feel that deep connection with the earth, and you feel that deep connection with Source, with your higher self, a higher level of consciousness. And during these times of the equinoxes, there's a very, very thin veil between this and of other dimensions. So let's just take a moment to call in all of our guides, our spirit guides, the animal totems, and most importantly, our ancestors that have been in ritual and ceremony in this day for thousands and thousands of years. Calling in the angels of light, calling in whomever you feel to be here. Ganesh is always amazing for removing any obstacles in your life. Lakshmi for her prosperity. I always love Kuan Yin for unconditional love. So calling in all of our guides, and then calling in the directions of the north for the water, of the south for the fire, of the east for the wood, and the west for metal, down below us, up above us, and center. So calling in the power of all the directions, the ascended masters, and whomever else you would like to call in this moment. So with your eyes closed, we are going to go on a beautiful journey together. So all of a sudden, you notice that you're at the base of a mountain. And you look up and you think to yourself, I can do this. I can climb this mountain. You have some fear, but you feel the fear and you decide to do it anyway. And you know that the journey is what is important. And all that you need to do is put one foot in front of the next. And you know that in any area of your life. Rather than looking like, I have to get to the top of that mountain. No, actually, all that I have to do is put one foot in front of the next foot, in front of the next foot. And you just find your way. So as you start walking up the base of this mountain, you notice that it is nighttime and the moon is out. But yet it's bright and you can see exactly where you're going. You can smell beautiful smells from the mountain. You can smell the moss and the grass that's on the mountain. You can hear. What can you hear on this mountain? Can you hear the sound of a bird, of a hawk going over you, or an eagle? Maybe you can hear the sound that the beautiful gentle wind, the breeze makes. And again, while you're engaging all of your senses, you're just putting one foot in front of the next. Your next step, you notice as you put your foot there, you notice that the gravel starts to move. And it makes you a little bit nervous. But you take a deep breath, come into the present moment, and you come back into trust. Because you know that you would not be guided up this mountain unless it was for your highest good and the highest good of all. So you keep going. You can see this beautiful light is guiding you up the side of the mountain. You notice that you're getting a little bit tired from this climb, but you still feel this amazing sense of energy and this deep knowingness that you're meant to keep going. One foot in front of the next. Then you realize that you have come so far. The autumn equinox really reminds us to acknowledge all that we have done so far this year. The experiences, the growth, the love, the things that we have achieved. And maybe that achievement is in being. Maybe that achievement is in doing. But again, you have just been following your internal guidance. All of a sudden, you notice that you have reached the top of the mountain. This immense joy has come over you. As you reach the peak of this mountain, you take another beautiful deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And you come into deep gratitude. Deep gratitude for all the amazing gifts. For your body, for having taken you all the way up the side of this mountain. For your spirit, for the beautiful guidance that it gives you. And for your beautiful mind that is in peace. So when you are at the top of this mountain, you feel guided to look up. And when you look up and you see the moon, but you also see the sun. You wonder to yourself, what does this mean? And then all of a sudden you know this is about creating a deep sense of balance and equality in your life and in your body and in your home. So with your eyes gently closed, you feel the energy of the sun and the energy of the moon coming in your crown. And that energy is circulating through every single cell in your body and through your energy body. And you start to feel this integration of the divine masculine and the divine feminine throughout your being. Because you know that in the past, in certain areas of your life, that you become out of balance in either that masculine or feminine. Depending on what areas of your life. Maybe in relationship, you need to be more in your feminine and you tend to be more in your masculine. Maybe in your work life, you're more in your masculine, you want to be more in your feminine. And it's really about honoring both. So as you feel this moon and this sun energy flowing through every cell in your being, you know that this integration of balance is happening in your life right now. This autumn equinox is also about you honoring the light that is within you, but also honoring the darkness. Because it's always about stepping into your light, being your light. But what about the darkness? That is within every single one of us. We are all come straight from source, but is part of the human qualities. So while we are honoring the light and the dark, take a moment to acknowledge some of the vibrations that you don't always feel most pleasant with in your being. Maybe it's jealousy, maybe it's anger. And so if it's jealousy, all that jealousy is your higher self speaking to you. Because whenever we feel jealousy, it usually just means that somebody else has something we want that we don't think is possible for us. And the truth is there is unlimited possibilities for you. And you always have choice. If you feel anger, usually it's because you've been lacking of self-care, right? You're tired, you're worn out, you're not feeling worthy, you're not feeling appreciated. So again, it's just your higher self speaking to you in a different vibration to tell you, take care of yourself, honor yourself. Because when you're honoring yourself and you're speaking your truth and you're being heard, there's a whole lot less of those energies. Maybe it's that you feel you can be grumpy or bitchy or whatever it may be. And again, they're usually just your body, your soul, your energy needing some kind. Your soul needs to be fed, and whatever that is through meditation. So just taking a moment to acknowledge what you feel is the darker side and to let yourself know that it's okay to have those feelings and those emotions, and it's part of the human experience. And giving yourself time to reflect on maybe why you are having these certain feelings and not being hard on yourself, being loving with yourself, because that is another aspect of darkness. Always criticizing yourself or somebody else. But when we criticize somebody else, it's really us just criticizing ourselves. Because anytime we say something unkind about another or about ourselves, it's the same thing. It's the same vibration. So just honoring that darkness within you and loving that too. Loving that inner boy, that inner girl, that inner child that needs that love. Just knowing that these energies come in, and that's okay. But we usually would choose to live in our light. So the equinox invites us to honor both aspects of ourselves. So exploring the darkness is wonderful, but also let's take a moment to honor the light within us too. So feeling that integration of that lunar and that solar energy within you, really allowing yourself to feel that and to give deep appreciation for all of that light-filled energy within you. When you are in joy for yourself, you're in joy for another, you celebrate life, you are in your heart, you are of service. So we're being asked to honor all aspects of ourselves. And when we do, it means that we come into self-acceptance. We come into self-love. So if you resonate with any of this, maybe it's time to just come into a bit more self-love and a bit more self-care. So as you feel this energy of integration between the sun and the moon within you, the masculine and the feminine, take another beautiful, big, deep inhale. And exhale. And just know, with the power of the consciousness of all of us being here together, and with the absolute power of this sacred day and the natural rhythms of nature and of source, that we have created this balance and this awareness around this. So as you look up one more time, you see that the sun is shining so brightly and so beautifully, and so is the moon, but you also see all of the stars, and they are glistening, and you know that there is balance. You feel a deep sense of peace, and then you know that your time on the mountain peak is complete. Well, that it is always available to you, but for now, you know it's complete. So you start to make your way back down the side of the mountain. But this time, you feel so light. And it's as though you feel like skipping down the side of the mountain. And you do skip. Your body feels amazing. You skip all the way down the mountain. You feel completely safe. And you trust that everything in your life is working out exactly as it's meant to. You've realized you've got to the base of the mountain again. You give deep gratitude to the mountain, to the sun, to the moon, and to the stars, and most importantly, to yourself. Take another beautiful, big, deep inhale. And exhale. And then whenever you're ready, I'm just going to invite you to gently open your eyes. So thank you all again from the bottom of my heart for being here. I just love that we get this sacred time to celebrate this very special day, and some other rituals that I would love to invite you to do, because this time is about equality, but it's also about the time of harvest, right? This is when all this amazing harvest comes in. I mean, if you look all around, if you live in an area where things grow, all around me right now, there's an abundance of apples and blackberries and blackcurrants and wild blueberries, and there's just this abundance. So this is the time of harvest. So I invite you to take a moment and come into deep, deep gratitude and give thanks to all of the abundance that is in your life right now. And this is a very powerful act because we know that when everything is vibration, and when we bring ourselves into a vibration of abundance and gratitude, then that's what we vibrate and that's what we attract. So I'm inviting you, just take a moment, bring your hands to your heart center and give absolute gratitude to all the abundance around you. It can come in the form of money, but it can come in the abundance of family or friends, or the abundance of laughter or joy, or the abundance of anything that feels like it brings you joy in your life. An abundance of work coming in, an abundance of this, an abundance of that. Whatever it may be, give gratitude. Shift your vibration right away and bring it one of gratitude. This is the time of harvest and the time of giving thanks. So this transition from summer to autumn, we're starting to slow down a little bit more. This is the time of year where you can start to reflect. You can start that process of rebirth. We're 3/4 way through the year now. This is a wonderful point in the year to finish up projects that you've been working on. Or if there's something that you've really, really wanted to do and you've wanted to do within the year, this is your time now. It's a time to come to completion in certain things. Another beautiful ritual is light a candle. So when it gets dark, wherever you are in the world, of course, it's only in the northern hemisphere are we having the autumn equinox. As we know, in the southern hemisphere, they're celebrating the spring. So we're here in the autumn equinox with the transition at this time of year. So when it gets darker, wherever you are in the world, whatever time that may be, find a corner where you can light a candle. And you can just close your eyes and do some powerful reflection. And reflect on that which brings you joy and that of what you might want to let go of in your life. Because decluttering is very powerful at this time of year. If you look around at all the beautiful trees, they're all letting go of their leaves because they know this is the time of year to let go. So I'm going to invite you, as you light your candle later on, or whenever, maybe it's now, as you light your candle, reflect on what it is you want to let go of. Maybe there is some toxic relationships in your life that anytime you spend time with these people, it doesn't feel good, it doesn't fill you up, it doesn't feed your soul. And that is another part of self-love and self-worth, surrounding yourself with like-minded, loving community, family, soul family, as I like to call them. Clear the clutter. If you feel that you're doing things that aren't making you feel good, like eating to excess, drinking to excess, any of those things. And I'm not saying you have to be perfect, and only eat this perfect amount and drink this amount. Be in your joy. But if there's something that you're doing that doesn't feel in alignment in your body, your spirit, your soul, then maybe release that. Release the clutter from that. And then, of course, the home. It's a wonderful time to clear clutter. Start in your closet. Walk into your closet. Touch articles of clothing. See how that feels when you touch it. Even better, try it on. Notice how you feel after you've tried it on. Do you love it? Does it honor you? Do you feel amazing in it? And if you don't, get rid of it. Clear the clutter. Go around your entire home over the next few days. This equinox energy is really from the 21st of September to the 23rd. So we're right in the window of that beautiful energy right now. So I invite you to harness that energy, utilize that energy, use it to support you in where you want to move forward in your life. So clear the clutter. And when we do that, we make space as we take this time to reflect. So again, thank you so much for your time. I really loved my time with you, and I hope you enjoy the meditation and some of these rituals. May the love and the light and the wisdom in my heart bow to the love and the light and the wisdom in all of yours. Namaste. Thank you.